Yo. Guess who has 2 thumbs, a new chair, and some new DLC for Power Wash Sim 2. This guy right here. I spent an uncomfortable amount of the afternoon trying to build this new chair. But it's absolutely worth it. It's already just miles better than my last one. Gonna take some getting used to. I mean, obviously I was used to the old one, so like I gotta get used to this one now. But I know that long term there's gonna be a lot of necessary improvements with the new chair. And hopefully I'll be able to hang on to this one for a while. Welcome everybody. Welcome to the stream. My name is DJ Switch. And the other thing I did today was spend a good chunk of my day working on some new content for the YouTube channel. Those of you in my Discord have seen my new channel trailer. I actually started working on the channel trailer after I started working on my new video project. So I've got a new video coming out, honestly, probably tomorrow. It's basically done. I just got to throw like a couple titles and a couple of photos in there. But I should have that to you all tomorrow. And then, you know, and then we're officially into the world of, you know, gaming YouTube, retro gaming YouTube specifically. So that'll be an interesting, that's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun, I think, to build that up in that community. Cause, man, that's a community that I've been messing around with for a while. And I got a lot of friends in that community, particularly YouTuber friends. And so I'm hoping that my YouTuber friends will want to join the party, because I got plans, baby. I got plans. But for right now, I got some brand new Power Wash Sim 2 DLC in the way of a Adventure Time pack, which is interesting and different. See, I knew that there was a Star Wars pack coming, but apparently it's not out yet. I thought it came out around Star Wars Day. They just announced it for Star Wars Day this year. So I am patiently waiting for the new Star Wars DLC. And while I wait for that Star Wars DLC, I am going to I'm gonna go ahead and play me some Adventure Time. And by the way, I know nothing about Adventure Time, so this is gonna be an education. It'll be an education and an experience. It'll be an edu-sperience. Copyright DJ Switch 2026. An edu-sperience. Yes, that's what we're sticking with. That. That's what we're gonna call it. Anyway, let's get down with some Power Wash Sim, shall we? It appears that we are one of the official royal candy cleaners, and that's a D20. Oh, I'll be damned. You can pick up a D20 and place it somewhere. Okay. Oh, and apparently BMO or BMO, is it BMO or BMO? I'll go with BMO until someone corrects me. You can pet him, which is also interesting. Let's see. I think we go okay, so that's the little step ladder if we need it. I think we can safely start with the floor. They finna hear sloshing, splooshing, and burbling. The royal candy cleaner must have started already. I hear it too, dude. Man, I really do know just absolutely nothing about Adventure Time. Like, I've never seen the show. I know the two main characters are Jake and Finn, and I think Jake is a dog, if I recall correctly. Like a dog, I think. Or something dog adjacent. In the same way that Rocket's not a raccoon. In Guardians of the Galaxy. It's interesting that everything is cell shaded too. Like, they're really leaning into the Toonie aesthetic. I can hear BMO giggling. I guess the power wash tickles BMO. That's funny. Go. We got the floor. Now let's go over here and wash this thing. What is that? Cooler? I mean, it all needs to get washed, so doesn't matter if it's a little sloppy. The cooler lid, handle, and oh, yeah, there we go. There's the cooler itself. And then we've got some stuff up on the shelves here. Man, it's quiet tonight. I mean, it's Friday. People got shit to do. I get it. I mean, it's, like, I started streaming during the pandemic when nobody had anything to do on a Friday. So, like, that's just not the case anymore, and I gotta accept that, and that's fine. Am I doing this right? The tree should be just about done with this tree, I think. Crashing our living room for Bubblegum's official test was such a great idea. All right, so this is like a test for Princess Bubblegum. There we go. Tree. I know, bro. How many chances are we going to get to empty the cupboards like that with zero comeback? Oh, boys. Always making the messes. interesting how this tree grew at a perfect T angle. Perpendicular. Or maybe we're just supposed to think that. I don't know. What am I missing? I didn't get this other tree. Am I missing a spot somewhere? Oh, down in there maybe? Is there another? No, I don't see a ladder anywhere. I guess we'll just keep cruising and then circle back to the tree later. Unless I cleared the tree and didn't notice. I mean, that happens sometimes. See, like that one's done. I don't know. Not gonna worry about it. We're having a chill Friday. Oh, God. Oh, man. One of the things I like about this new chair, it's got a nice lean to it. I can lean back, chill. Man, I haven't played this game in a while. It's so nice to get back to it. Shelf. Other shelf, I think. Ceiling section. Gotta get under the counters. Top of the counter is not good enough. You gotta get under them counters. Sometimes in between them. Man, I'm really looking forward to some of the new content I'm planning for the YouTube channel this year. I'm hoping this might be the year. I don't know. I've got a really specific idea that I've been kind of thinking about for a couple of years now, and I think this this summer is the year that I finally implement that idea that I've been thinking about. And it's not a secret. And I'm not out here trying to gatekeep anything or you know, build suspense. I mean, I don't know if anybody's watching this on the VOD later or what, but the idea basically is something called trend jacking. And the whole concept is that you're creating quick turnaround videos that are relevant to people's search interests, basically in real time. And as part of the reason why the rapid fire creators on TikTok do so well is because they're creating, you know, super quick 1 to 3 minute responses to stuff that pops up in their news feed. And honestly, I might start doing that too. I have all the tools. I wish I had a better phone, but aside from wishing I had a better phone, I do have all the tools. So, you know, I could be doing more stuff on TikTok if I needed to. And of course, cross-posting on, you know, Instagram and YouTube Shorts and et cetera, et cetera. Oh, I gotta get this stool cleaned up. There we go. All right, let's keep grinding away on the tree here. It's fascinating to see the I guess this is their treehouse hangout spot, and seeing it from this perspective is pretty interesting. Okay. Anyway, so I'm kind of I got my first I got my next YouTube video almost done, like basically done. I just need to throw a couple title screens on it and then add a couple more photos to the talking head part just to kind of break it up a bit. But I mean, I'm, you know, I'm just about done with something I'm you know, looking forward to sharing with people. And if you're hearing this out there in the world, you'll be pleasantly surprised to know that I am kind of building my new YouTube content around this lo-fi concept. I need to post this first one just to kind of see what happens with the music. And then what I'll do is, depending on what happens with the music, you know, whether or not I get rights clearances and all that stuff, then I can make some adjustments as needed. There's lots of royalty-free lo-fi out there. So it's not so much about the style. Like, I'll be able to achieve the style I'm after. That's not really a problem. I'm more concerned about getting to use the actual music that I want. I want to be able to use Curaga stuff because those are the homies. But, you know, if YouTube's going to be a butthead about it, then it may not be an option for me. Or I can talk to Curaga, see if I can get whitelisted, but honestly, that's a pain in the ass that they're probably not willing to put up with for just little old me, you know? Okay, there's tree. There's something up there. Let's see if I can get on this stool. So in the process of working on my next video, I found an old copy of Game Informer, right? And the ads in this friggin' Game Informer magazine were wild. Ads, so it's video game ads from 1993. So they're advertising like the Saturn and the Sega Nomad and just some crazy ad copy. There was an ad for the Nomad that you'll actually see come up in my video tomorrow. And in the ad, it says, I mean, the ad itself isn't specifically relevant to the video. It's just I needed a photo that I knew I could legally use, you know? So ads are good. Like when you talk about video games, especially retro games, ads are a great way to do that. But anyway, so I'm looking at this ad for the Sega Nomad, and I swear to God, the thing says, if you suck, you can take this somewhere no one can laugh at you. And I'm like, holy shit, man. Like 90s video game ads were brutal. There was a couple other ads I saw in that old GamePro magazine too. I might actually just do a whole video on like old video game ads and some of the wild stuff they used to get away with. I'm sure there's some really fun research to be had there for the retro game folks out there. Okay, so we got stairs or steps or planks. It seemed to go up the tree, so that must be an upper level. Can I climb this? No, doesn't appear so. I don't know. I guess let's clean the rest of this downstairs level, and then if we got to go upstairs, we can figure out a way up there. I don't think so though, man, because that tree trunk thing just cut off when I cleaned it, so. There we go. That coffee maker looks suspiciously like the rocket ship from the Wallace and Gromit DLC. It's not exactly the same, but with the access hatch on top like that, it looks a lot like the rocket ship. It's kind of funny. Oh, we're cleaning spider webs now. Okay, I guess that's a thing. Okay, got the wall there. It looks pretty clean for the most part. Obviously, we need to get the ceiling and whatever this is. Hollow branch exterior. Oh, okay. So this is a hollow branch. Oh, it looks like it goes up to another. Who's that up there? Oh, the little snail guy. Sorry, little snail guy. Didn't mean to hit you with the pressure washer. That's funny. He's just chilling up there. Some classic Donkey Kong Country lo-fi. Why is this soundtrack so good? Like, why this one specifically? That's the funny part to me. Like, they didn't even do Donkey Kong Country, the first one, or DK3. The soundtrack for DK64 was like pretty banging, especially with the rap. I would love to hear a lo-fi version of the DK rap. That would be pretty sweet. But no, they chose Donkey Kong Country 2, I guess. And, you know, stuff like what is this? Stickerbush Symphony? Yeah. Like stuff like Stickerbush Symphony or I think Aquatic Ambiance is on here. Like, they really kind of nailed it. Go. A little bit of something here. Oh, there we go. Buddink. Something on this tree there. Okay, got that one. Looks like maybe I did get that one done. Okay. I think that about, oh, well, almost. There we go. There's the wall. Shelf, other shelf. Okay, let's see. The book and the violin and things and all the other stuff. That should be just about it for in here. Let's go tackle this other room. This is an actual nightmare. What the hell did they do in here, man? Like, that's the other thing that's like kind of drives me crazy about this game. Like, I don't mind power washing all the things, because the mechanic is super fun. And I've played every single level basically. Once I'm done playing the Adventure Time DLC for Power Wash 2, I will have beaten every level in both Power Wash games. I love this whole game series. Like it's the best. So I only say that to say this. Sometimes the mess just kind of doesn't make sense. Like, what could they possibly have done to create this much insanity with the spider webs and stuff? Like, this doesn't look like a bomb went off. This looks like a bomb went off and then this place sat for 100 years. While local wildlife used the walls as a bathroom. Like, this actually looks insane. Like, I don't know if two, like, regular people could make a mess like this if they wanted to. I don't have the imagination to make a mess like this in real life. So, like, what is happening here? What are we doing? What's going on? Oh, man. The new guy on SNL that does that Tucker Carlson impression just absolutely kills it every time, man. It's such a good impression. Well, at this rate, it's looking like it's going to be a short one tonight. I mean, if absolutely nobody shows up, then maybe I'll just call it early and go back to working on my YouTube shit. Wouldn't be the worst thing. I mean, I know I'm transitioning right now as a creator, so I need to be flexible. And I also know that, like, you know, it's okay that not everybody makes it to every stream. Like, I've always been very okay with that. I've been very open about, like, hey man, like, if you can make it, I'd love to have you. If not, that's okay too. I'm not gonna get bent out of shape about it. This isn't the career, man. Like, if my rent was depending on me being able to stream like this and, like, absolutely no one's here, then yeah, we'd have a problem. But it is absolutely not the case. In fact, nothing could be further from the truth. The truth is, I do this for funsies now. It started out in the pandemic as like kind of a specific thing, and now I'm doing a different thing, and that's okay. What are we looking at? The window here? Okay. Let's see. Let's get the ceiling. Get all of that. Okay. Let's get all of this. There we go. what's next? Stair? A little stair step up into the main spot. Okay, and then we have what? Oh, looks like I missed a spot around the couch. His backpack. Looks like a couple spots around the table. Yeah, that'll do. There we go. Nook table. What's left? There we go. Couch frame, stove panel, stove shelf. Ah. Okay. Stove shelf. Stove. Okay. And that's it. That's the end of the stream. Thanks for coming. No, I'm just kidding. Man. What was all that colorful crap that I washed off? Like something really strange did go down here. I have no idea what that was about. But all right, pizza sassies. I like pizza. Almost had pizza for dinner. Ran out of time, so we're gonna have to have it tomorrow. No big deal. Let's see. Got a Jake Mobile. Oh no, it's Jake as a power lift. That's crazy. Yeah, we got a step stool, some ladders. Okay, so we got some tools. Cool. I'm just gonna stick to my trusty old blaster. The circular scrubber is fine for some stuff sometimes, in some ways, but I'm in absolutely no hurry. We're not doing time trials here. We are chilling. Little something new. That's a brand new Pokemon release from Curaga. Came out last week. In fact, a week ago today, they dropped 50 new Pokemon songs, which they're going to be slowly releasing on physical. But we don't have any kind of like information or timetable about that yet. So we'll have to see what they're planning to do. But I do know that Curaga eventually puts everything out on physical. So being able to get some new Pokemon Lo-Fi on vinyl is okay by me. God, I don't know anything about Persona. I just love the music. I wish I knew what the hell that guy was talking about. Sounded cool. I need to play some Persona games. My boy Yarock Smooth keeps telling me they're pretty good. I guess he's played most of them, all of them. I don't remember if he's played all of them or not, but I know he's played several of them for sure. And he's a fan. He says they're pretty good. Okay. I got some more ground over here to cover. Literally. What the hell happened here? Oh God, this whole block is covered in crap. Tell you what, folks, give me a break. I gotta run across the hall real quick. I'm gonna be right back. Enjoy some lo-fi while I'm gone. All right, we're back. Where were we? Oh, right. Cleaning the ground. Somebody left a big mess down here. Actually, can I go longer? Do maybe like a... Yeah. A little better coverage. Probably do the stairs while we're over here too. I mean, we're gonna have to come back anyway, but let's get this part cleaned. There we go. And then we'll knock out these stairs real quick. 2, 3, and 4. There we are. Okay. Oh. Easy, Final Fantasy. Gosh. We get it. Mm-hmm. Feels weird that I'm not talking much, but I don't know, man. Just don't see anybody around tonight. I guess everybody's got stuff going on. Busy Friday in the middle of June. Well, beginning of June, but still. Kind of looking forward to my weekend, though. got a fresh YouTube project going out. I got some D&D on Sunday with some D&D homies. I got another episode of my vinyl show to record on Sunday as well. That's going to be out Monday. And the cool thing about the vinyl show, I'm actually going to be tweaking the format a little bit. I think I'm going to go with top 5, because anybody who's a vinyl head knows the High Fidelity reference, or at least they should, because High Fidelity is definitely a movie for the vinyl nerds. But yeah, so we're gonna switch it up. We're gonna go top 5 every week, because I keep running into this problem where there's too many dope records coming out that I want to talk about, and I don't know, man. There's a lot of really good music coming out every week, and I'm talking about too many records every week, and I end up with these hour-long shows, you know. And it wasn't ever supposed to be an hour-long format. It should be an easier format that I can record, you know, and publish on YouTube, and then cut up some shorts, you know, for the vertical stuff. Like, it's just really not a big a deal. Just got to get a little more concise, I think, with the record show. We're having fun though. Like, that's the thing. Even if absolutely nobody watches the vinyl show, like, me and my boy are having fun doing it, and that's all I really care about for that one. Honestly, that's one of those, like, one for me, like a one for them, one for me kind of thing. Although, going forward, it's probably gonna be more like 4 or 5 for them, 1 for me, but whatever. There we go. This lower part of the building's looking pretty decent. Let's get this section here. Ding. Ding. Dang. We do. We do do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Let's go. It's wild how much of this video game music I actually just know from listening to the lo-fi versions. Like, I could probably pick out the melody if I heard the real version. I could hear what the melody is and probably, like, identify it, but like, if you asked me to, like, sit down to a synth and try to recreate the sounds and recreate the vibe of the original, couldn't do it. Not familiar with it. Don't know that I've ever heard it. I'm sure I've heard it at some point. Like, King Dedede was in Smash Brothers, so, like, I feel like they probably had his theme in that game. I don't know. I'm not overly concerned. if you couldn't tell, I am largely unconcerned about hunting down the original versions of every one of these lo-fi tracks. There's a lot of music here, and I enjoy the lo-fi stuff, so we're gonna stick with the chill vibes. That's one thing I haven't done a lot this year is work on my DJ stuff. Should probably spend some time on it. At least updating the library a little bit. Next time I play a party, I don't want to be playing the same old tracks. What is this, Candyland? No, this is Adventure Time. This is Pizza Sassies from Adventure Time. Got a brand new Adventure Time DLC for Power Wash Sim 2, so we're still waiting on the Star Wars one, which got announced in May, but it hasn't actually been released yet. So I'm looking forward to the Star Wars DLC for Power Wash Sim 2. Also, what up, 8Ball? Good to see you. My guy. My buddy, my homie. Pleasure to have you here. Tell me the Dagobah X-Wing is going to be a feature. I don't know. I don't know anything until it gets released. And in fact, I would go so far as to say I'm somewhat purposely keeping myself in the dark because I don't want to know until it gets released. I want to be endlessly surprised and pleased with the Star Wars DLC when it comes out. So I really wanted to play some Power Wash Sim 2. We finished in company last stream. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to play some Power Wash. I'm going to get that DLC. I don't even watch Adventure Time. I don't know much about it. Just got out of a 2-hour board meeting and I wish to commit a double Van Gogh. Is that a board meeting for Kumo? Yeah. Sounds like you had a really good time. Did you have fun playing with your friends? Shit, I think I gotta use. Oh, by the way, check this out. Look at this. Jake is the scissor lift. I think I'm going to need to jump down there and attack this thing properly. Well, I got some good news there for you, 8Ball. Another YouTube project coming out tomorrow. Just kind of a low-key something to help me ease my transition into my new gaming YouTube content. Oh, I got a lot more coming. This is me dipping a second toe in the water, as it were. But I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, man. New video is going to be up tomorrow. I almost got it up today, but then my new chair showed up. So I don't know if you can see I'm rocking the new, there it is. You can barely see it. Rocking a new chair. Just got delivered today. Wasn't expecting it till next week, so that was a pleasant surprise. Showed up a few days early. But yeah, I actually bought a new chair, and I bought some new batteries for my Sony cam. I have had this Sony camera sitting on my desk as my A cam for God knows how long. And I used to run it off of USB power until I realized that the battery was just constantly charging. And so when I went to pull the battery out of it, it was all puffy and definitely hazardous. So I pulled it out, and we had to dispose of it. And then I have a new set of batteries that I bought so that I can get back to making, B-roll and stuff. And then interestingly, during that process, I discovered another way of sort of combining some of the video tools that I already own to be able to make some B-roll with my phone as well. So between my phone and my Sony cam, I will be able to shoot some proper B-roll and be able to develop a little bit better videos than I have in the past, which I'm excited about. So. So I pulled it out. DJ Switch June 5th. What's up, Pedacabo? Good to see you, my dude. I don't know anything about Adventure Time, but they've got Adventure Time DLC for Power Wash Sim 2, so that's what we're doing tonight. I have no idea what I'm cleaning or what the significance of it is to the show. All I know is it's dirty, and I have a power washer, and I know what I know what my role is here. My role is to power wash all the things. Step 1, get a box. Step 2, put your junk in that box. Step 3, get her to open that box. And that's the way you do it. It's my dick in a box. Watched the first few seasons years ago. Okay, so you kind of know a little something about this show, probably. I mean, I've heard good things. I know a lot of people really like it. I personally never got a chance to sit down and watch it. Missed the boat on this one. Heard great things. Yeah. I mean, so A-Ball, I think you and I are kind of in the same, in the same place here. I just don't know anything about it, but I love me some Power Wash Sim, so I got zero issue throwing $8 at some DLC for Power Wash Sim because it gives me more things to wash, and I am very okay with that. You'd probably dig it. Okay. The first level of this, we cleaned the, I guess like a tree house or something. It must be where they like hang out or live or whatever. And there was like a D20 on the floor, and there was some other stuff going on. Like there was a little dude named Pimo in the corner. He looked like a Game Boy with legs. Going through earlier in the morning, and it was a whack ass night tonight. Hey, Pooh Snacks, first of all, thank you for the 4-month subs. I appreciate it. And also, absolutely never ever feel like you have to explain anything to me. I'm just glad to have you in the community, my guy. I'm sorry you had a whack ass night, but I hope that you have fun at the zoo tomorrow. That's the important part. Like, get you some sleep, get up nice and early, go see the animals, and enjoy yourself. That's what I hope for you. I hope that you enjoy yourself, and report back with photos. Damn it, I want to see photos in the Discord. Send us all the photos of all the animals. Pretty please. I know at the very least my wife would love you for it if you sent photos of animals. I'm gonna get slobbered on by a giraffe. Gonna need photos of that too. Video is also acceptable. Them long-necked leopard horses. You know what's funny is Salute Your Shorts is the reason why I know a giraffe has a black tongue. Because of that one scene in Salute Your Shorts where the counselor like remembers the giraffe mascot from his like childhood school or whatever. Man, I need to, honestly, more of the internet should be talking about old school Nickelodeon shows, especially with the with that crazy ass documentary that came out. Like, it really sheds a new light on how like slapped together and spit and duct tape the old Nickelodeon content was. Man, they were doing everything on a hyper budget. It was crazy. For me, it was zoo books. I want to enjoy the zoo, but going to the zoo means far too many small children screaming, far too much. Yeah, well, yeah, sometimes that's what that means. I will say going to the zoo during the week with the adults, not nearly as many screaming children. It's quite enjoyable. I learned all the animals from those books. The zoo books. Yeah. So that's a good way to learn. Do we even have do we have anything like zoo books anymore? I don't know if we do. Cheyenne Mountain Zoo. It's a smaller zoo, but one of the best rated zoos in the country. Nice. They're called zoo PDFs now. I went to a really sad zoo in Anchorage once. Ah, that sucks. I hate the idea that anyone would ever have a bad experience at a zoo, man. All right, I'm out. Most loved all. Hey, Pooh Snacks, get some sleep, my dude. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'll see you next week. And enjoy the zoo, please. Hope you have a great time. Saw an eagle in a far too small cage. Kind of summed the whole thing up. Especially since the eagles are like seagulls up there. It's kind of whack, yeah. Thankfully, a lot of those facilities that aren't well equipped or well funded. A lot of them have been either shut down or replaced or upgraded. I don't think we have as much of a problem as we used to these days. Like, there are other problems for sure. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, there's still a lot of issues when it comes to animal conservation and wildlife rehabilitation. You know, all the like big picture things that zoos help when it comes to managing, you know, wildlife and you know, species cohabitation and stuff like that. But I think one of the big benefits of the internet over the last, you know, let's say 25 years is that a lot of the zoos and wildlife reservation centers have really been able to sort of like collaborate more, and we don't have a lot of the same problems we had like in the 90s, let's say, or like the 80s. We have very different problems now. They're more sort of global in scale, but that's good. It sort of like it's good because you can't really deal with stuff on a global scale until you address the stuff locally. And if a lot of the issues locally have been addressed, that means that there's more experience and resources and facilities available to help address the global concerns. Well, I mean, you know, at least that's the impression that I get looking at, like, you know, like, you know, certain YouTube channels and stuff where they make content at wildlife reserves or at zoos. There's a couple that my wife watches pretty regularly, including one dude who had like a reptile, what do they call it? Reptile reservation or something. It was all native Alaskan animals. The fuck you rambling about? My office has arguably the best backyard in Portland. We're backed up to part of the Columbia Slough. It's a protected wetland managed by the county. We have like 30 something species of birds plus nutria, beavers, rabbits, etc. It's epic. We're all amateur ornithologists at work. Slough has improved so much since we were kids. So, I mean, you guys are just kind of proving my point, though. Like, the combination of information, accessibility, and, you know, redirection of resources and talent has made it so that we can do things like improve the Columbia River Slough, you know, or the Columbia Slough, rather. By the way, am I pronouncing that right? Is it sloth? I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce that word. We even have bald eagles. Oh shit, I didn't know we had bald eagles here. That's cool. Saw one take a Canada goose and eat it on top of a roosting tree the other week. Slew. Okay. Well, thank you for correcting me. I mean, it's spelled like trough, like a water trough. So I mean, you can forget, like, you can understand where I got that pronunciation from, right? Like, the English words are just like, rules don't matter. Nothing ever makes sense in the English language ever. You're right on one pronunciation, just not Slew when talking about the watershed, but slough when you're talking about like shedding skin or something. Okay. Okay. I got it. Thank you, fellas. See, I learned something tonight. I learned that slew and slough are homonyms, and the difference between the two, and that when we're talking about the local wildlife area, it's the Columbia slough, which is pretty rad. See, I knew you guys would come through for me. Come for the gaming, stay for the grammar lesson. Yep. That is my stream in a nutshell. Especially whenever like my old writing buddies hang around. We get into it with things like, you know, pronunciations and weird, you know, word of the day type trivias, which, by the way, Pedacabo, I have not been pressing you on the word of the day type shit for a minute. I don't suppose you have a word for us today, do you? It's okay if you don't. Like, I'm not trying to put you on the spot. I'm just always fascinated by your extensive vocabulary, let's say. I'll give it some thought. Fair enough. And you know what, man? If you want to just, bring a word next time, you can do that too. Absolutely no pressure. But I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to this new YouTube video I got coming out tomorrow. I just got to put a couple finishing touches on it, and then I can get to work on setting up the thumbnail. I kind of know what the thumbnail is going to look like. I just have to actually make the damn thing. But once I get the titles finished and the thumbnail set up, then I should be able to post it. So it's definitely going to go up tomorrow. And what's funny, and I was kind of talking about this early on in the stream, but I know you guys weren't here. What's funny is part of the process for creating this new YouTube video, I was actually looking at old ads for the Sega Nomad. And this specifically does not pertain to the video itself. Like I was mostly looking at old Nomad, Sega Nomad advertisements for just so I had some easy B-roll. Like, it's not that specific to the video, but anyway, in the process of looking at these old ads for the Nomad, I found a PDF copy of an old GamePro magazine from 1993. And in this old GamePro magazine, I was looking at some of the other ads and stuff. Y'all, it is wild what they used to get away with in gaming ads back in the day. Like there's some shit you definitely could not get away with today. The one that kind of sent me down this little tangent rabbit hole. Oh yeah, there were boobs for sure, but that's not what like surprised me. So for example, the Sega Nomad advertisement that I was looking at from this old GamePro magazine, it was showing something like World Series Baseball for the Sega Genesis, except you could play it portably. And so there's like a caption at the bottom of the ad that says, "Now if you really suck, you can take the game somewhere where no one can make fun of you." Which is like, which absolutely blew my mind, dude. Like, first of all, how brutal is that? And second, like, could they even get away with something like that in advertising anymore? That's Mad Magazine territory. Yeah, it really is. 1993 GamePro, man. I'm not gonna get too deep into some of the other ads that I saw, because I actually am thinking about maybe just doing like a video series about some of the crazy ads that from old game magazines. Actually, yeah. Yeah, I think I really like that idea as a video series. Looking at some old ads from like retro gaming magazines and stuff. Especially from the 90s, like when like everything was extreme and everything pushed the envelope and they were getting away with some wild shit. But anyway, oh man, I forgot where I was going. Where I was going with that. Yeah, the ads were absolutely crazy. And it was wild to me that I was able to just find a PDF of a GamePro from 1993. Like it just was chilling in this website. They just had one. I might go back to the same website and see if they've got more magazines that I could pull ads from. Like there might even just be a whole series. There might be just a whole YouTube series where I go through and just pull like 3 to 5 ads and then just make a video talking about these crazy game ads. Because some of the, like even some of the TV commercials were kind of crazy back in the day. But like after looking at the magazine stuff, yeah, the magazine ads were above and beyond the TV commercials. For sure. If gaming ads were written by George Carlin. See, that's the thing, man. I don't think, like, if Carlin ever wrote an ad, he would do it, like, ironically. And he would do it in a way that actually mocked the institution of advertising, like, as a system. And I know this because Carlin famously did a spoken word piece that he opened one of his specials, one of his last specials with, a piece called Modern Man. And if you check out his spoken word piece, Modern Man, you get a pretty solid sense of how he feels about modern internet culture, capitalism, all that crap. Pedicabo subscribe. Oh, dude. Hey, thank you very much. Thank you so much for the sub, buddy. I appreciate it. Carlin did ads. He had a sitcom once. Yeah, well, I mean, Carlin had the, what was that show he did where, Thomas the Tank Engine came from? I can't remember the name of the show. But Carlin basically played he played like a tiny train conductor on some weird show. And I guess that was like the origin of Thomas the Tank Engine, was that show that starred George Carlin of all people. I literally was just looking this shit up like, I don't know, a few months ago with my wife. The Island of Sodor? I don't think that was it. It was like something crossing or something station. Shining Time Station. Yes, that's it. Thank you. Yeah, so I know Carlin had I know part of Carlin's career was very commercial, you know, like he had that stuff going on too. I mean, dude did well for himself. He had a solid career that spans not only a lot of years, but a lot of areas of the entertainment industry, let's say. He did movies, he did TV, he did apparently advertising. Dude had to eat. Yeah, no, absolutely. I think if anything, a lot of his time working in other forms of media is a big chunk of what informed his stand-up. Because it gave him kind of a look behind the corporate curtain, so to speak. I think that's where a lot of his disdain for the corporate side of media and entertainment came from. Was just, you know, just working in it. That's where a lot of those stand-ups that get really bitter about the entertainment industry, that's where a lot of it comes from, is just working in the entertainment industry. I thought of a word. Is the word books, or did you come up with something different than the word books? Oh, that's funny. I was just listening to this earlier today. I was looking through some of Mike Uraga stuff to figure out like what music to add to my video that I'm working on. And this is one of the ones that I was looking at. I don't think I ended up using it. In fact, no, I'm certain that I didn't. The word is psychopomp? What does psychopomp mean? Wait, what does that word mean? I'm actually dying to know. This is fascinating. Psychopomp. Okay, so pomp. I'm familiar with the term pomp as in like pomp and circumstance. So like, no, I'm not Googling. I'm gonna keep playing. So I know the term pomp from like the phrase pomp and circumstance, right? So it's like celebration, reverie, you know, making a spectacle. And then psycho traditionally means it has to do with like not related at all. Cool. Psycho as it like on its own, psycho typically refers to of or related to psychology, the human brain, the way that we think, the way that our minds work, right? So it comes from Greek psyche, meaning mind and spirit. Yeah. So yeah, which I know like psychopath, like psycho is often shorthand for psychopath, which they use to refer to like, you know, killers in movies and stuff, or in real life, I guess. But like psycho by itself is about the mind, right? So but you said that this version of pomp is unrelated to the version that I was talking about. So a psychopomp is a spirit or entity that guides the dead to the afterlife. Wild. Where does the name come from? Oh, hi. We're gonna take a quick break, folks, because cookies just arrived. Thank you. And milk. Aw. Okay, thank you. I got cookies and milk from my incredible wife. Hey, ball, stop that. You stop it right now. It's very serious. Karen is a classic psychopomp. The Grim Reaper is another. Okay, that's actually really fascinating. I mean, I always thought of them as just spirits, like a spirit with a job. It's basically how I used to think about like the Grim Reaper. Karen is the dude with the boat, right? With a ferryman to the underworld. Yes. Okay. So we are on the same page. I was worried I was getting a little lost in the weeds, but no, I think I'm there with you. What was that show I just saw? I don't remember what it was called off the top of my head, but it was like Jeff Goldblum played Zeus. There was a show on Netflix that ran like 1 or 2 seasons. And Jeff Goldblum, I think it was just 1 season actually. And Jeff Goldblum plays Zeus. And Grim Reaper is primarily a medieval figure. Karen was classical. Oh, interesting. Hermes. Why do I feel like Psycho Pomp would make for an excellent X-Men villain? Or like a Batman villain. You won't get away this time, Batman, for I, Psycho Pomp, will take you to your doom. The Valkyries are one of the Norse psychopomps. Nice. So, okay, so if I understand this correctly, psychopomp as a term isn't specific to a particular area of writing or class of writing or particular culture. Like you called out the fact that Karen is classical versus the Grim Reaper, who is traditionally medieval. But the term psychopomp can apply to both because it's a term that is agnostic of the origin of the character that you're referring to, right? Psychopomp is a class of spirit doing the particular job of guiding souls to the afterlife. Okay. Yes. I hear that, but I don't think that addresses my question. the term psychopomp is not specific to like any particular area of literature, right? Like it's an all-encompassing term for any spirit that does that job or some variant of that job. It comes out of mythology as a study. It's a function that shows up in a ton of mythologies, so they have a name for it. Correct. It's agnostic time repair. Okay. Okay. Cool. I think between the two of you, my question has been answered. And on that note, I'm gonna get back to some video games. But man, that is actually fascinating shit. Pedicabo, I really it's gonna sound crazy, but I really think you need a YouTube channel, dude, or at least a TikTok channel where you can just like tell people about these ridiculously crazy words that you know. Like you have a talent, bro, like a real legitimate talent for these incredible words that, and like, you know, like this is way past bar trivia type shit, man. I'll have got my short story posted in Discord. And Manor, like I was arguing against the idea that the Grim Reaper and Karen perform distinctly different functions. Right. I mean, if you zoom out far enough, they kind of do the same thing. So like that makes sense. While not specifically the same thing, like I can see the argument that you're talking about. I love words and their histories, endlessly fascinating. Yeah, dude, it is fascinating, and it's fascinating on a level that I think it would do really well on TikTok or on like one of those like video platforms where you just, you know, all you need to do is just talk into your cell phone and tell people about the words that you know. And I think there's an audience for that shit. I really do. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a content creator and an entertainer and that's the lens through which I see everything. Like that's kind of true, but legitimately, I think you've got a hell of a talent for vocabulary, my guy. You always have, honestly. Like you've been like that for as long as I've known you. And I know I can't be the only one out there on the internet that would be fascinated to learn stuff like that, you know, scrolling through a TikTok feed. My only question is whether or not Gen Z would give a shit, because Gen Z and then you know, pretty soon Gen Alpha, they're both just like not really into the whole like words and vocabulary thing. Although credit where it's due, Gen Z is partially responsible for what they call book talk, which, oh dude, that's, you want me to TikTok regularly? Just write the shit down, dude. That's not that hard. And honestly, it doesn't have to be that regular. You can do it whenever you feel like it. I'm not saying make it a new career. I just think a lot of people would be really fascinated to learn some shit like that. And honestly, that's it occurred to me. I mentioned book talk, which is like a pretty sizable subsection of TikTok. And a lot of Gen Z and millennial reading enthusiasts hang out on book talk. And that would be your core audience, man. Like I know exactly how to market to that group with a talent like yours. So if you ever had an interest, and I'm not gonna keep pushing it because I'm gonna move on, but if you ever decided that you had an interest in doing something like that, let's talk. And I'll help you figure out exactly what you need to do and say and tag and all that shit. Ah, I didn't make the jump. That's all right. Also, not for nothing. Since when have you ever had a hard time coming up with something interesting to share here? Every time that you've shared something here, it wildly exceeded my expectations. Like, not even a little bit. Like, a lot, bro. Like, you exceed my expectations by a country mile every time you bring a vocabulary word to my chat. I mean, I would still be your friend if you weren't doing that. You know that. We've been friends a long ass time, man. I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner. The idea of you actually just sharing the shit with the internet and letting the internet learn a thing or two. Anyway, I don't want to keep harping on you about the thing, man. Like I said, if you ever decide you want to do it, let me know. In the meantime, I don't know what I'm missing from this frickin' pizza joint. Oh, that would do it. And that too, actually. You know what? I just realized this scaffolding thing is over here. Maybe I should be using this. There we go. That's getting somewhere, kinda. Probably got to jump over there to get the underside on that back side, but that's all right. Let's get the edges and I don't know if you guys can tell. I'm trying to just finish up the pizza joint before I move on to the other buildings. There's 3 buildings here that need to be cleaned. Let's see. Still missing a spot. There it is. Well, shit. All right, let's move the scaffolding out of the way. Now let's get the scissor lift over here. Scissor lift kind of needs to go right where those ladders are, actually. So let's just all right, we'll lean them up against the building because the ladders in this game still are weird about shit like that. And then we'll put the scissor lift close as we can get it. Okay, and now we can raise the scissor lift. Bing, done. Okay. Sassy's got a couple pillars, a couple of letters on the sign. Yeah, so Princess Bubblegum has deemed me one of her candy cleaners. That's the story behind this DLC. So as a candy cleaner, my job is to clean with the candy sprayer, which you see very clearly in my hands here. All right, so let's start down here. Where is it? Ah, there we go. Okay. Oh, no, wrong button. Man, I keep hitting the wrong button. Is that what that is? The ice from the Ice King? I don't know what. I guess. There's a couple of letters. I still hitting the wrong button. Pizza Arch. Oh, it's up there. Shit. Let's see if I can get closer here. There we go. Upper Arch Capital. Upper base wall. All right, we're almost there. There's that one. Some more of that new Pokemon. What was that? Goldenrod City? Pokemon Gold and Silver? I appreciate how deep into the catalog they went for this new Pokemon release. I mean, they had to... it's 50 tracks. Like, there's a lot of Pokemon Lo-Fi that just dropped last week. Ice King is the main antagonist. He starts out just a cardboard bad guy, but they do an amazing job with his character arc. He becomes a sympathetic, tragic character by the end. Oh, wow. That's pretty wild. Okay. Huh. Looks like the pizza joint's done. So now we got to get on to the cafe, which is on the far side. Let's see if I can place this down there, maybe. Yeah, there we go. And then we got bit of spraying to do. I don't see any. What am I missing? Weird. Okay, sure, whatever. Oh, looks like the cafe's done. Okay, so now we just have the house left. And it's most of the house because I really haven't even been over here at all. I think once we get this house cleared up, we're going to call it a day. However, I'm enjoying the hell out of this DLC. So I think what we're going to do is come back next Wednesday with some more Power Wash Sim with the Adventure Time DLC, because I don't know anything about the show, but I am really digging the aesthetic and the vibe. And with any luck, I might be able to find it either streaming or maybe on the high seas. I don't know. Somebody out there's got to have a copy I can watch. Actually, if y'all are hanging around and you don't mind, can somebody look up where Adventure Time is streaming, if anywhere? And if it's not streaming, that's okay. I'll find it. I'll find it somewhere. I'm sure somebody has it. Hulu, YouTube, HBO. Do you have Hulu or HBO to confirm? Because I know if it's streaming on YouTube, it's probably like a paid stream thing. Hulu might also be a paid stream thing. So I want to confirm that it's part of the Hulu service and not like a paid edition. Which, God, when Disney Plus and Hulu merge like that, I'm so looking forward to Hulu not having the paid things. I don't think HBO does the paid stuff, like individually paid things. It's just if you have an HBO account, you have access to all the streaming content. So I do have an HBO Max account. I'll check later and see if it's there. But that narrows it down for me, man. I'll look at Hulu and HBO to see if I can find it there. I also have a VPN, so maybe it's available, like in the UK or something, because they often have different streaming licenses for international markets. No, it's with the service. Okay. That's kind of what I thought. So it sounds like HBO is going to be my winner. my wiener. Yeah, it sounds like HBO is probably the thing. So that actually works for me because I need to catch up on Euphoria anyway, and I'll probably be doing that tomorrow because I'm a couple episodes behind. And then I actually just got caught up on John Oliver for the last like month. I didn't even realize I wasn't watching Oliver because I've been busy for the last several weeks, and so I had like 4 or 5 John Oliver episodes to catch up on. That was kind of wild, but over the last couple days I managed. Amazon, Hulu, and HBO all require HBO Max. YouTube with a YouTube TV sub. One thing I've watched lately is Backrooms. Oh, like in the movie theater? I hear really good things, but also I hear it's not my cup of tea. Like, I guess because I'm not a horror guy, so I guess it's kind of like a horror movie. So probably not my bag. But I've heard that people that like went to see it are like super into it. Like, I guess it's really well done. Backrooms was amazing. It's likely to be my movie of the year. It's not like a slasher flick. That's fair. And I can appreciate that. Most of the stuff I hate about horror is the gore. I think the bigger thing for me, though, and part of the reason why it's not necessarily just about slasher flicks for me, it's about just kind of horror generally, with the occasional exception. Like, I'm not like entirely opposed to it. But for me, just when it comes to horror, a lot of it's the anxiety, because I have really fucking bad anxiety, and learning about my anxiety over the last year or so, and how it affects me as an adult, has been really eye-opening. And one of the things that I realized about horror movies that I don't like is actually the same thing that I don't like about roller coasters. Funny enough, I'm not a big roller coaster guy either. And I think it all kind of stems from my anxiety that I was like born with, and I just never had diagnosed. Because they kept testing me for like ADD or ADHD, and I kept failing the tests, and I didn't understand why I was failing these ADD tests, because it seemed like it was a fit. Turns out what I have is anxiety that presents with ADD-like symptoms, but it's not one-to-one. It's that the symptoms, like the surface symptoms that are like obvious, look like ADD, but when you sort of dig beneath the surface, it's actually the anxiety that's causing all that shit. And so that's been a fun year of my life, this last 12 months, learning about that shit. I will say though, like, I sound sarcastic, but I actually am relieved to like learn about what it is and how to sort of manage it. I tried meds for a while. The meds didn't really work out for me. but I was doing therapy for quite a while, and that did help a lot. And I'm hoping that I can get back to doing some therapy soonish. Just kind of depends on some things. Mostly financial things. Ooh, okay. There we go. Where's that ladder? Oh, right here. Hey, look. The ladder right behind me. I love the YouTube series and was a little let down. I wanted more exposition. Kane did a great job with weaving mysteries into the web series, and I wanted just a little more of that instead of a character study with some squishy year one psychology. There's already a call for a sequel, so I thought it was a great foundation for a movie to work from. Yeah, I definitely want more Kane Parsons in my life. Nice. You got to remember too, guys, like, you know, as Stan Lee said, every issue could be someone's first comic. So you can't get too deep into the lore and too deep into the stuff that happened in the series when you're presenting a movie, because there might be several people that go to see that movie that aren't caught up on what's going on. See also The Mandalorian and Grogu. As I understand it, a lot of folks are not underwhelmed, just whelmed by Mandalorian and Grogu. They weren't particularly impressed by it, and I think a lot of that stems from how much of their audience isn't familiar with the TV series that they've been doing on Disney Plus for the last several years, which is frankly just a delusional decision from the powers that be at Disney. Like, why would they do a Mandalorian and Grogu movie when it's been built around an episodic TV format? Like, that's actually insane to me that they would do a movie based on a TV show that not everybody who goes to see the movie will have seen. That's crazy to me. If you haven't seen the Backroom series, Switch, stop streaming and go watch it now. Seriously, A-Ball and I will understand. Bear in mind, it was all made by a teenager in Blender. I'll say this again. Andor has been some of the best Star Wars content we've ever gotten. I'll die on that hill. Oh, absolutely. No, I completely agree. The problem with Andor is we know how it ends. And especially the way they wrapped up season 2, we're not getting a season 3, and we need to be okay with that. Now, whether or not we get another series set in that universe that feels like Andor and kind of follows a lot of the political idealizations that were touched on by the Andor series, I could absolutely sign up for another Star Wars series that gets into all that, maybe in a different part of the timeline. But Andor is absolutely done. Between the 2 seasons and the Rogue One movie, I think we've seen the completed story of Cassian Andor. Transitions directly into Rogue One. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Pedicabo. I mean, you know, I'm a big Star Wars fan, Pedicabo. You've always known that about me, but I will tell you this: Andor is a different kind of Star Wars beast. It is definitely Star Wars for adults. Still getting used to this new chair, guys. Sorry about that. Switch and I will understand. I know I'll probably get to it at some point. It seemed depressing. It can be depressing in parts, but also hopeful. That's the thing about Andor is like there's a lot of deep political parallels without spoiling anything. There's a lot of deep political parallels in Andor that sort of resonated with the modern United States and how the Empire rose to power despite all of the warning signs. Like, cause like we saw the Emperor take over the Senate in episode 3, right? But then what does that look like mechanically speaking? Okay, so he's the bad guy and he takes over the Senate with, you know, this is how democracy dies, with thunderous applause, the whole line from Revenge of the Sith, right? So like there's that, but then like after that, what happens? That's kind of what Andor addresses. Is like there's so many more players than just the Emperor involved in an entire empire. You know, we're talking about like a massive political system involving literally thousands of planets, not hundreds, thousands of planets. There's some delicious dark humor. Yeah. So anyway, we're all full up on depression here. That's fair. That's fair. That's a fair point. I think for me, despite the parallels and some of the depressing parts, like it still was great. It was great for the escapist parts too. And in season 1, I mean that literally. Like there's a whole thing where he has to escape from a prison. It's crazy. But to 8Ball's point, I think the acting in Andor was some of the best we've ever seen in a Star Wars property. I think the writing in Andor was some of the best we've ever seen in Star Wars. Like it really was a deep and thoughtful presentation. And you know, if you can find a way to appreciate the lore for what it is outside of the context of our current political woes in the real world, then Andor is absolutely worth your time. And I think I will end with that. We're just about done with this roof here. The thing in the corner says we're at 95% of the overall level. So I think once we're done with the roof, it's just going to be some patch up stuff. Last couple of things, probably on the lower levels. Because it's basically this entire house was untouched. So I'm trying to start up high so I can work my way down. Walk Off the Veranda is the name of my indie shoegaze band. Shit. All right. We got to turn this thing around. You spin me right round. Okay. Now from here, we should be able to hit the rest of this, I think, from a distance. Maybe. Yep. There's that. What is going on with my controller? I think I need to reprogram my dead zones because this thing is... Yeah, my dead zones are borked. There we go. Okay. Oh, I missed it. Where is it? There it is. Okay, we got that spot. We got the door thing. We got there's another spot on the wall over here. It looks like this pillar. Oh yeah, it's up there. Shit, where's the ladder? Can I not get a ladder back here? Okay, I guess I can't get a ladder back here. Well, let's see if I can get it from up this side. There we go. Okay. I think this is the last spot. Yeah, basically, that's just this wall. Should be the last couple things we need to do, and then we're out of here. Anybody play Octopath Traveler 2? It's on Humble this month. I haven't. I actually, you know what game I played recently, though? Which I was just kind of playing for myself. I didn't do it on stream. I played, oh shit, what was it called? Outer Worlds. I played Outer Worlds 1 and like most of Outer Worlds 2. I need to finish it. Hey, job complete. We have a new job available. Yeah, Outer Worlds is a good time though, man. I had a good time with it. Both of them. Octopath Traveler, I haven't had a chance to check out. I've heard of it. I've heard good things. Couldn't get into the first one. Yeah, it was a little bit of a slow burn. I will say the second one's definitely, I would say the second Outer Worlds definitely improves on all the areas of the first one, with the exception of the team that wrote the game opted not to do any kind of like NPC romance stuff, which, you know, I was looking for something a little bit more Mass Effect-y where you could kind of like, you know, romance certain characters. But outside of that, oh, looks like we're going to Ice King's Castle next. Cool. Well, we're going to call it there for tonight, though. And then, of course, Star Wars is coming. They don't have a date for it yet. It just says summer. But the second that Star Wars DLC hits, you know I'm going to be all over that. In the meantime, I want to thank y'all for hanging out tonight. And you know, tell you how much I appreciate you. Going to be back next Wednesday with some more Adventure Time DLC via the Power Wash Simulator 2, just like we did tonight. And it looks like we're going to Ice King Castle next. So come back Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific time, and you'll get to watch me take on Ice King's Castle. In the meantime, look out tomorrow for my new YouTube video coming up. And I'll post it in the Discord as well as, of course, obviously on my YouTube channel. So you'll have 2 opportunities to catch it. And then I hope you have a great weekend. I've got plenty of stuff going on this weekend, all good things, and I'm looking forward to it. So I'm going to get to it as soon as I can, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
This was a triumph. I'm making a note here, huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. Aperture science. Do what we must because we can. For the good of all of us, except the ones who are dead. But there's no sense crying over every mistake. You just keep on trying till you run out of cake. And the science gets done and you make a neat gun for the people who are still alive. I'm not even angry. I'm being so sincere right now. Even though you broke my heart and killed me, tore me to pieces, and threw every piece into a fire. As they burned, it hurt because I was so happy for you. Now these points of data make a beautiful line, and we're out of beta, we're releasing on time. So I'm glad I got burned to think of all the things we've learned for the people who are still alive. Look at me still talking when there's science to do. When I look out there, it makes me glad I'm not you. I've experiments to run, there's research to be done on the people who are still alive. And believe me, I am still alive. And while you're dying, I'll be still alive. I feel fantastic and I'm still alive. And when you're dead, I will be still alive.